All right, y'all. It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show. You 24-hour day. Back from our break. Remember, y'all. Make sure you guys always know you can tune in to KBR Sports from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And also remember that to follow and subscribe to KBR Sports on Rabble TV, Spirit, iTunes, YouTube, and SoundCloud, so you always get updates whenever we post a new podcast up, and then whenever we stream. And remember, also, you guys can tweet us at KBR_sports. You can tweet us topics and your ideas.
I'll go that far.
Nigel, there, Joe.
Not Jeff. You know, honestly, the crazy thing. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
You know how many times they made the playoffs in the last 27 years?
The Rams?
Yeah.
3 times. That is what makes them a joke. Nigel, they're a joke.
Let me double check that before I say
a literal joke. Nigel, no, the last time they made the playoffs was 2006.
Yeah, 2006.
Then they made, of course, the Greatest Show on Turf for the good 2 or 3 year span. They had that going on. So, Nigel, they've been a joke for years, man. Years. They're just so bad. How do you go to Los Angeles? How do you move to a new city and then expect fans to want to buy into a team where the coach puts together an offensive product, that's literally I can't.
It's bad to watch. It's rough to watch.
It's so bad to watch. I just don't understand how you put an offensive product together like that and expect people to want to watch that. Like, how does one do that?
I don't know.
In all good grace, like how does that happen?
27 years ago, B.
You said what?
27 years ago, B.
20 years ago would be 1996.
So it would be
1989.
Yeah. They made the playoffs in 89. They made the playoffs in 99, 2000, 2001, 2003, and 2004. So 5 times, actually. I was wrong. They made the playoffs 5 times.
But Nigel, that's still bad.
5 of 27?
That don't make it no better.
I mean, you know.
No, that's terrible. That's literally terrible. Nigel, that's grotesque, man. Mm-hmm. That is awful.
Well, even better, if you take a coach who doesn't go to the playoffs often and a team that doesn't go to the playoffs often, obviously, they're not going to go to the playoffs often.
Nigel, what?
If you take a franchise that doesn't go to the playoffs a lot, add a coach that doesn't go to the playoffs a lot, I think you got the exact result you expected. You didn't go to the playoffs in 5 years. I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
And to your point, the perfect time to get a new coach would have been, we're moving to LA, we're a new team, we're a new franchise, we're going to bring in the new, get rid of the old, and we're going to get rid of Jeff Fisher. But it didn't.
Because the Rams are a joke, man.
Now, my question to you is, do you want the GM to go as well?
Do I want Leslie to go?
Yes.
Because,
to be fair, he has made some moves.
Mm-hmm.
He did trade for Nick Foles.
He did.
Who had the lowest KBR that year.
He did.
He traded for Case Keenum, or he signed Case Keenum. Who started at the lowest KBR. He's drafted Todd Gurley. Hasn't put a line in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't had a number 1 option since, correct me if I'm wrong here, Torrey Holt.
Yes.
Hasn't got a number 1 option. His number 1 option was, his idea was to go up and get Tavon Austin, who hasn't had a number 1 option since. That's not going to be hard to distract.
Yeah, I got Nigel on playback, guys.
What was I going to say? Your number 1 option is Tavon Austin, who makes his quarterbacks worse.
Yeah.
Who hasn't lived up to any kind of potential.
Well, to be fair to Tavon, I don't.
No, hold on a second.
Okay, go ahead.
And then, without producing, got a giant contract on top of that. Not a giant contract, but a moderately sized contract for a guy who hasn't done anything. So, I mean, the defensive side of the ball, it's good. It's been great. It's been well above average, I would say. Well above average, borderline elite. But the offense, I mean, your offense is borderline. No, it's not borderline. It's garbage. So, I mean, would you want him to stay?
I don't know how much is him.
How much is Fisher?
Yeah. Because I
mean, even if you don't talk about Fisher, I mean, even if you just talk about the moves in general, trading for Nick Foles after Nick Foles had obviously regressed the year before that when he played last year at the Eagles. He had regressed. You traded for him. He's still terrible. Then your next option, your best option, was to sign Case Keenum. He started majority of this year, and a chunk of last year. He
started like at the last six or five games after.
Yeah.
Then he got a concussion, had to sit out.
traded crap ton of picks away. Got Goff. Still don't know how that's going to turn out yet. Hasn't put a line together at all. Offensively hasn't drafted well.
You know, it makes Nigel. I truly can't even articulate just how this day. Nigel, this man Jared Goff said, he came out and said, this firing is emotional for me or for us in the locker room.
Yeah, I mean a lot of players are saying that they're hold on a second, I have a quote here from another player actually. It was on the front page. But the thing is, I get it. Like when you get that close to a coach like that. Been there for 5 years.
He's been there for 5 years. You're gonna feel attached to him, especially since this coach has overseen a lot of like the team's success and everything. But the thing is, it was terrible. Like literally, you alienated the cornerstone of or not even the cornerstone of the franchise. One of the franchise's greatest players, arguably his best player of all time. You alienated him.
To be fair, Eric Dickerson does not have the reputation of being a personable person.
He doesn't have the reputation of being a personal person, but I didn't know Jeff Fisher did either.
Not to defend him. No, people. I will say this: people love Jeff Fisher. As a person, people love Jeff Fisher.
Yeah, I agree. I do hear that, especially in Los Angeles circles, that Eric Dickerson kind of throws around Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
We were going to talk about it on the show one time, but we didn't record it that day, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I was going through and I was looking and I was like, man, Eric Dickerson, he does not have the best reputation.
Yeah, he does have like that whole I'm Eric Dickerson.
Offensive guard, I'm going to say his name wrong. Jamon Brown. He came out and said, he said coach apologized to him. He said, nah, coach, we should be apologizing to you, kind of thing. And there was an offensive guard, another one, who had been there the longest. I can't think of his name. I can't find the article that said it. But he was like...
Was it Roger Saffold?
It was Roger Saffold. There you go.
Yeah.
He came out and said... what did he say? He said the coaches aren't on the field playing,
Yeah.
Jeff's coaching his ass off. It's on us. Yeah. And we're letting him down. And it's like, I mean, you're wrong. But
yeah,
you can have your own opinion, but you're wrong.
And that's one of those things that, like, I saw Jared Goff had said, "Oh yeah, we got to do better. We're on the field. We got to do better." Yeah. So they're really emotional about it. But then I sat there, I was like, Jared, what are you? Shut up! He's had 5 years. Yeah. 5 years. You want to tell me 5 years gives you a dead last offense in yards 2 years consecutively?
Yeah. Coaches came the last 2 years here in the bad. You have 2 bad years as a coach. You're gone.
And literally, and it's even worse because you traded all those picks away to get the quarterback.
How many picks was that?
There's 6 picks.
6
picks. 4 first-round picks. And 4. Yeah. No. 2, 3. No, it was 2 first-round picks. No, I can't even. 4 second-round. You know what, I can't even.
Where are you guys picking that next year in the draft?
We're not.
Oh, you're not.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. The 6th round. That's right. The 6th round. Guess where the Tennessee Titans are probably going to be picking? Top 10. Because the Los Angeles Rams are 4-9 right now, and they have their. Now, you want to know how many losing seasons this makes consecutively?
You gonna tell me?
10. 10 straight years of losing seasons.
When would that be the last time you guys had a winning season?
2006. No, not even winning. 500 record. A 500 record, bro. Not even winning. 500. Like, that's so bad. I just can't even. And then it's just like you're gonna give him an extension before the season.
Yeah. And like, it's one thing to have a bad team. The Saints are a bad team. I would love to watch it. I would love watching the Saints though. I have no problem watching the Saints.
No, I tweeted it yesterday. I said, you know what? The Browns, the Jaguars, the Jets, all those guys lose.
But you watch their games.
Watch them lose.
I have no problem. No, I'm not gonna say that. I have a problem watching the Browns games. But I would much rather watch 16 Browns games than watch 1 Rams game.
Like that game yesterday was so bad.
I watched 1 Rams game. It was the opening game. That was the only game I watched. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm good on the season. I'm gonna pass.
It was, oh my gosh. I really just want to convey my emotions to the listeners because y'all just don't know how, like what it was like, just how bad it was, man. When I say it was terrible, it was awful. It's because I cover this team. I'm not even trying to be emotional as like a fan or whatever, but covering this team, watching them game in and game out. The Atlanta Falcons scored more touchdowns in Los Angeles than the Rams have all season.
Yeah. They played 2 games in Los Angeles.
The Rams?
Yeah, no, the Falcons.
No, I'm saying this year. They've only played us once.
Oh, I thought it was calling California. I thought it was calling.
No,
How many touchdowns do you guys have?
Nigel, we've only scored like 5. The Falcons scored like 6.
You guys suck.
Yeah, we're bad.
Anyway, point real quickly. Last time you guys had a winning season.
They scored like 7.
Last time you guys had a winning season was 2003. They went 12-4.
Do you know how bad that is?
They went to the playoffs 8-8.
Like that's just so bad. Like how does it?
They were 8-8 in 2006.
And to me, it's like, you know what? If Jeff Fisher, if you guys are contemplating giving him the contract extension when you were 3-1, then you were like, okay, we're gonna give him the contract extension. The fact that you were gonna give him the contract extension before the season.
No, actually, I'm looking at it.
Nigel, don't do this.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna step in here and defend him real quick.
Why?
I don't like Jeff Fisher either, but I will defend him. He came in, they were 2-14. Then they were 7-8, 7-9, 6-10, 7-9. It was, you would think, okay, he's going 7-9, 3 of the last 4, 7-8-1. He's won 7 games the last 4 years essentially. Eventually, he's gonna take the step forward and push us to 9 games. Didn't happen. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna sit here and say it was a stupid idea. Don't get me wrong. It was a very stupid idea because they should have known Jeff Fisher's history. He gets you 7-9. He won't get you further than that. But
you want to know what Bomani Jones calls Jeff Fisher? 7-9.
Yes.
7-9.
Yes.
Y'all know how Bomani Jones got that accent? 7-9.
Yes.
That's exactly what he calls him.
It is.
Because 7-9. You can't just go consecutively 7-9.
No, he can't.
And it's exactly. And it stretches back to his days with the Titans. He did have some good winning seasons with the Titans, but
yeah.
6. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally though. Like I just can't even. Like the fact that they're gonna extend him because it's not even like because they're gonna extend him because there's a relocation and everything like that. Like because he had done it with the Oilers moving to Tennessee and all that, but just the fact you're gonna sign him for more losing.
Yeah, they were. To be fair, I'm not gonna be critical of a guy who's an owner. We have a terrible owner as well.
I mean, I think at this point, Stan Kroenke was just mainly concerned about the stadium.
I mean, there's no reason to say maybe. He's concerned about profits.
Yeah.
Ever since he bought the team, I think I saw they averaged like 5 wins or some crap like that.
But Nigel, I think at this point, the profit, how much profit are you going to get? People don't come to your games. Los Angeles is a hard market.
People still going to the game.
But Los Angeles is a hard market. But imagine when they move into the stadium. At this point, you're trying to convey people to come and get to the new stadium because essentially season ticket holders are going to have to pay to actually buy the seat that they're sitting in. I think it's called price seat leasing. My editor actually wrote about it on an article on EnzoStore.com, which you guys should go on there and check it out. Also check out my breaking news article about Jeff Fisher. But
that's fun.
Yeah, I know, right? But the fact that you're gonna ask people to pay for their seats, and Nigel, this is like $20,000 kind of that they're gonna be spending out expenditures that they're gonna be putting out for four-person families and kind of that stuff like that to go to the season tickets, to get season tickets. No, that's just you're gonna ask people to pay for that and to go watch a losing product.
People love football, man. People will consume. I think it's been shown time and time again. You put football on. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter how bad your team is. People will consume football.
You're right, man. Yeah. You're right. Oh man, so
they're not even last in attendance.
You what?
Not even last in attendance.
No, they're not last in attendance. I mean, I'm pretty sure people are just waiting it out.
They filled 96% of the stadium.
People are just waiting it out to just hope, maybe this week they'll be good. Maybe this week. But Nigel, after a while, that's what happened to St. Louis. People just started getting tired. You can't just put a losing product each week and then expect people to always be like, we're coming back. No, people are going to eventually be like, it's not going to change. You said Cleveland does a good job of it?
Cleveland and Jacksonville.
But Nigel, what really is in Cleveland, though?
To be fair, Cleveland's a okay place to go to, like a tourism place.
Nigel,
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is right there.
Nigel,
They have
give me 5 things in Cleveland.
I've never been to Cleveland before.
Give me 3 things in Cleveland you would do.
I've never been to Cleveland before.
Give me 3 things.
I don't know.
So obviously, one of the things you're going to do in Cleveland is go to a Browns game.
You go to a Cavs game, go to Indians game, go to the Browns game.
All their
3
seasons
things right there.
intersect.
You can go. No, choose when you go then.
Exactly. But I'm saying at the end of the day, you're going to end up going to a Browns game.
You can,
because the Cleveland Cavaliers are playing on the same Sunday. Then you're not going to go to the Cavaliers game.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I'd much rather go to a Cavs game than a Browns game.
I would much rather go to a Cavs game, too. I'd rather see LeBron James and Terrell Pryor and Nicole. Trust me, I'd rather go see a Cavs game than any of those other things.
Do both.
But think about it. The start of the NFL season, MLB ending. The middle of the NFL season is when the NBA season starts.
Playoff game.
No, but the Indians are in the playoffs.
When they make the playoffs. They made the playoffs this year.
They made the playoffs this year, but I'm saying there's a section in there where you don't have baseball and you don't have basketball.
That's small.
So... But still, they're gonna. But it's not like
if you choose to go.
Here's the thing.
If you choose to go.
Wait. No, if these games are not all on the same day, you're gonna go see a Browns game because that's what you have to do. In Los Angeles, you have other things too. It's Los Angeles. It's Hollywood. You can walk outside your house, go on a walk on Hollywood Boulevard.
You've never been to Los Angeles. You don't know what it's like.
I got friends in Los Angeles.
You don't know what it's like though. You gotta be that firsthand. You gotta be that firsthand.
Nigel,
what?
What's it like to be black?
I don't know. You tell me.
I know, right?
Man, no, I'm white as your wall. I don't know what you mean.
So you can't articulate that feeling to somebody?
I can't articulate that feeling at all to somebody.
Nigel, what's it like to be a male?
That's a great question.
Nigel, you just a stamp on the wall. Huh? Bro. You just fill out a sheet.
You don't know what I identify as?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On that note, y'all, we're gonna move on to Green Bay. We're gonna talk about the Green Bay Packers, and all of a sudden, their renewed playoff hopes. And just could Aaron Rodgers vault himself into the MVP conversation with how well the Packers have been playing as of late? Stay tuned, y'all. It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show, your 24-hour day.